Yeah, hi there. These comments are for M, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at OTC. OnlineTOEFLcourse.com. You're one of my 30-day TOEFL speaking bootcamp students. You're also one of my writing bootcamp course students. So you're working pretty hard. Your goal is to score 110. It's going to be close. Very close with you. Now, I'm assuming you'll probably get 29 to 30 on the speaking, not on the speaking, but you'll get 29 to 30 points on the reading and the listening. The areas that I'm worried about, it's the speaking and writing parts. That's going to make a determination whether you get over 110 on the TOEFL. So your goal here is to try to score at least 27 or 28 points on the speaking and the writing sections. Okay, so let's take a look here. You say, Michael, please listen to, evaluate, and score and provide feedback on my independent speaking practice test 76. So it is, when you have a lot of homework, do you prefer to complete the assignments in the library or at your apartment, dorm, or house? Why? So where do you prefer to study? And given that you're a lawyer, you probably have a lot of, I'm guessing you have a lot of experience here to answer this question.
I prefer to complete the assignments in the library because it will be easier for me to focus on my work. First, there's no television at the library. When I'm working at home, I tend to turn on the television and get distracted by it. But at library, uh, I I don't have to worry about it. And also at the library, there are many people focusing on their work, and looking at these people and encouraged me to focus on my work as well and help me keep motivated. So I think it's more efficient to work at the library. I prefer to complete the assignments in the.
Okay, so let's take a look at the rubrics. Yeah, I think the main problem here, we got to get you with your pacing. We need to get you where you're doing better with that. You have a lot of pauses and a lot of hesitations in there. So I think speech is generally clear with some fluidity of expression, though minor difficulties with pronunciation, intonation, pacing are noticeable. So I think that's it. That's the main thing that I see holding you back right now. So what I want you to do is maybe every other day, maybe for the next week or two, one day you could do speaking practice like you're doing today. The next day, I want you to do 60 seconds of pronunciation practice. I want you to focus on the voice recording exercises in thought groups and blending. It's pronunciation lessons 41 through 44. I want to give you some feedback with your thought groups and blending, and so you get some pronunciation feedback, because the pacing issue, you have to figure that out. Now, the only problem is, you can confirm this. Do you stutter in your native language? When I say stutter, when you're speaking in your own language, do you say something like, "Hi, my name is Michael"? Do you stutter like that, or are you pretty fluid when you're speaking your own language? Now, sometimes if you have some stuttering issues in your first language, these can be manifested in your spoken English also. And now that becomes a lot more complicated issue. Now, if this problem you're having in English, when you're speaking, the pacing issue, if you don't have this problem in your first language, then we can probably correct it pretty easily. However, if it does exist in your first language, we may not be able to completely solve this problem, because it's kind of it's a brain problem, not just it's not a problem necessarily with adult language acquisition. It could be more complicated than that. All right. Anyway, thank you for doing the practice test. I'm going to put your score here right around 23 to 24 points, and mainly it's just those problems with pacing.